Hey everybody, Kent Martz here at Explore Scientific. Welcome to Thursday when we're going to do the show On the Wing. It is a birding show. Thanks for joining us here on Amazon Live on this great Thursday afternoon. I got up this morning, temperature was a beautiful 63 degrees. I know it's going to get hot again, but by golly, the fall months are approaching, and that's a great time to get out and do bird watching. Why? Because the fall migration is on. And, you know, if you've been doing birding, during the summer, you have birds that are resident there all summer long. But now what's happening is all the birds to the north are starting to migrate back to the south in the northern hemisphere. Because of that, birds that you might not have seen a few weeks ago start showing up in your yard or city parks or wherever it is you go to do your birding. City parks are great places, botanical gardens. If you live in a dry area around water is always a good place to go as well. And wherever you go, you need to take something like this right here. This is my personal copy of the National Geographic Field Guide to Birds of North America. It's a great, awesomely illustrated bird book. See if we can get a shot of a random page here. We're looking at terns right here, T-E-R-N-S. Tip it a little bit so you can see it. As you can see, it has some maps on it that show the range and habitat and summer range, breeding range, et cetera, makes it, there we go, so you can see it. I'm going to flip over to another page just randomly. Let's see, we're looking at eagles, golden eagle and bald eagles right there. And then flip over to back here in the back, the sparrows. This book is organized in a great way. It has the front birds are just hummingbirds and things like that, known as, and then the sandpipers, then gulls, hawks, flycatchers, thrushes, warblers, and sparrows. This is over there in the carousel if you're on Amazon Live. It's over in the carousel right now. I'm looking at the wrong camera. I was looking at the close-up camera. Don't know why, because only my hand can be seen in it. We're, I was close-up, but I'm not close-up now. Correct. Paul's going to wander through. He's going to do something in the background. I don't know what. Oh, he's going to get my computer up, the monitor up, so I can see the comments. So here on Amazon Live, we do have a chat function. We love it when people give us a shout out, let us know they're there and say howdy, or otherwise ask a question or make a comment. Love those out there. So this is a show about birding. We're going to be talking about binoculars and spotting scopes today. Over in the carousel, you can pick up a copy of the National Geographic Field Guide to Birds of North America. I use this book all the time when I go out birding. I take it with me in a backpack so I can look things up. I also have a smaller book that my father... Yep, the sound works. How about that? All sorts of birds in here. You know, it takes time to learn to do this. And you want to start looking at what the bird looks like, right? You want to see if it has a ring around its eye, if it has a bar above its eye, or the color it is. There's all sorts of things. And this bird book talks about how to start doing some of that stuff. And you just look at it and you start looking, okay, that looks like a sparrow. So you go to the sparrow section and start tracking it down. You learn by doing. And the more birds you learn, you're looking at other birds and they come to you as well. And, you know, Paul likes to play Stump the Host by finding pictures on the internet and chunking them out there for me to try and identify. The rules are he has to use North American birds for that. Because, you know, we get some crazy South American birds or Asian birds. Yeah, that's not in my wheelhouse. A lot of American birds, North American birds aren't either, but you know, I'm good with the basics. So, start off with a pair of small binoculars for kids. You know, I encourage everybody to get a kid involved in your hobby, whatever it is. And right now we're talking about birding. And if you want to do birding with a kid, you know, this is the Bresser Specialized Kids Binocular. It's 6 by 21. What does that mean? 6 means the eyepieces right here are 6 power. They magnify things by a factor of 6. And the 21 talks about how many millimeters of diameter the objective side has, where the light comes in, 21 millimeters. Now these are kids specialized binoculars. Folks, these are the real deal binoculars. These are a great pair of binoculars. I've used them for birding. I'm going to be going to the Arizona Dark Sky Star Party out in Arizona, Oracle, Arizona, September 21 through 25. And I'm going to take some of these pair of binoculars and I'm going to bird with these binoculars. I'm going to let other people that have never used them before bird with them. This is a fantastic pair of beginning binoculars. These are real binoculars. Sir?
You're going to binocular with the birds?
Going to binocular with the birds. That's correct. And it sounds interesting. These are over in the carousel right now. You can pick them up. A great product. I suggest you buy a couple. One for yourself and one for the kid or kids you're going to be going out with. That way, you're using the same binocular the kid is. That makes that kid feel special. Because you're using the same equipment they're using. This is a real pair of binoculars, has glass prism, has glass optics in it, has a diopter so you can change it. A good friend of mine bought these pair a couple of weeks ago, one of these pairs, for a gift for their 10-year-old, and their 10-year-old loved them, and she told me the other day that they're continuing to use them and play with them and is learning about the world of binoculars with them. That's how you get kids started in this hobby, or in using binoculars. You can use them at sporting events, going out and looking at countryside, looking at deer, animals, whatever. This is a great pair of binoculars for that. So, the Bresser Kids Specialized 6x21 binocular has a diopter, 6 power eyepieces, a great focuser. So, real quick, don't want to assume you know how to focus a pair of binoculars. Real simple. I never use my glasses when I'm birding, so when I'm using binoculars. So you focus by covering up the right eye and turning the focus wheel, which focuses both sides, right? But your eyes don't focus the same. So we're going to focus for our left eye. There we go. And now I'm going to cover up the left eye. I'm going to focus for my right eye and get my right eye in focus. And now both eyes are in focus. What that does for you is all the information coming to your brain is in focus. So your eye's not sitting there trying to make the images both in focus. That causes eye strain, eye stress, causes your mind to tire. You want to make everything as easy as you can when you go out and do birding using binoculars. Sir?
These are one of our most popular items on Amazon.
I really push these here on Amazon.com, the Amazon live broadcast. I really like this pair of binoculars. It's just a fantastic pair of binoculars.
It's one of our most popular.
To get started, and as Paul says, it's one of our most popular. And another popular item on Amazon is the National Geographic 8x42 binoculars. This is a 4.5 star plus, in other words, more than 4.5 star rating, and we sell lots of these here on Amazon. They're a very popular item from National Geographic. They're branded National Geographic, and they're 8x42. The number right there tells you. Remember that 8 means 8 power eyepieces right here, and 42 millimeters of objective surface, bringing in more light than those 21 millimeter binoculars. Well, you know, there's balance, right? A kid's binocular can't be big and heavy, you know, because they're kids and they can't hold them up as well. There's trade-offs in everything. So in this, you get more power, you get more light gathering, but you also bigger hands, things like that. So these are the same function. You focus for your left eye, and I'm going to focus over there on Noah's computer. Looks like he's working on some projects and some content for the Amazon pages on some binoculars. And now I'm going to cover up the left eye piece. I'm going to focus, get my fingers on the diopter here. I'm going to focus my right eye. And why am I doing this way? Well, when you close one eye and wink, like I could do this and just look through my left eye. But when you do that, that causes the shape of your eye to change. And that means when you open your eye, you're not back in focus again, perfect focus like you want to be. That's why you focus with both eyes open, but you cover up one eye so all the information your brain is getting is coming from one eye. That's why you focus. With both eyes open, you get better focus that way. Now, How do I use these binoculars? I should bring a ball cap with me on the show so I can demonstrate it. Put on a ball cap, and it needs to be a fitted cap, not a one-size-fits-all, because that's going to slide, and get it good and tight. And when you bring the binoculars up to your face after you got them in focus, you put the binoculars up against your eye socket, lined up with your eyes, and grab, let me get these here, and grab the bill of your cap and hold them together. Now, the binoculars are tied to your head a whole lot better, right? And because they're tied to your head a whole lot better, what does that mean? It means that they are tied to your head and keep your elbows in like this, and all that is going to make the binoculars don't bounce up and down. I'm exaggerating here, but if you're just trying to hold the binoculars like this, every time your heart beats, the binoculars move, right? You want to do everything you can to stop that from happening. So from my photography days, elbows in, binoculars up to your eye, that's going to steady you some. But if you grab the bill of your cap, that's going to steady you even more. This is good for birding, any outdoor sports, astronomy, whatever. These are the National Geographic 8x42 binoculars. Now these binoculars are fully coated, meaning they have specialized coatings on the front surface, the air surface of both sides of these binoculars, where your eyes look and where the light comes in. These are not waterproof. The binoculars we're going to look at in a minute are waterproof. As you get more coatings, more waterproofing, costs go up, right? This is a great pair of binoculars. Get yourself a pair. Protect them like an investment. You're going to get years of use out of them. Any binocular you don't want to drop, even though they're shock resistant or, anything that's an optic that you drop, you run the risk of knocking things out of alignment. And once they're out of alignment, they got to be aligned or they're not any good because you're going to get two images. So you want to protect everyone. Here comes my first sneeze. First time I've done that in a while. I haven't been sneezing as much in the studio. First sneeze of the day, too. Just about like always. Got another one coming. I can feel it working its way up. Here it comes.
The light.
I think it is the light. Excuse me for sneezing.
It's an actual condition.
Well, I know it. It's the bright lights in here, the right frequency, and off they go. But these binoculars, like the rest are specialized for kids binoculars, have the ability to change the interpupillary distance to fit your face. Now, if you're like Paul Newton, his eyes are way far apart. He has only rarely found a pair of binoculars that he can see through with both eyes. So binoculars become effectively a big double binocular, one for one eye, but he can't see through them. Sir?
Can't wear hats?
Oh, you can. You can just, you wear a watch around your head?
Yep.
Interesting. I've never noticed that. We'll have to get a picture of that and show it to you. So I guess he has big wrists too, is what he's saying. So nice, shoes. Nice, generous. I knew an 8-year-old that wore size 14 shoe. I need to check out and see what he's doing now. That kid was big. 8-year-old, big feet. That kid's gonna be tall. His dad was a college basketball player, and I think his mom was too. Very, very tall, like 7 foot and 6'2" or something. Kid's going to be tall. Anyway, great pair of binoculars. National Geographic 8x42, a really popular item here with lots of good reviews. You can check it out here on Amazon Live or go to Amazon.com. These are the Wings 8x32 binoculars from Alpen. Alpen is a brand that's been around for a long time. We purchased them 4 years ago, after they'd gone out of business before that, and we reconstituted the line and have modernized all the binoculars. These are 8x34, so yeah, you understand now that the 8 is how much magnification there is, and the second number is how much light gathering ability they have, 34. If you're out there right now and have a question, we would love for you to ask a question, make a comment, or just give us a howdy. We love to get howdies from people who are watching us here on Amazon Live or the live stream, the social live stream. So, another pair of binoculars. These Alpen binoculars are a step up from the National Geographic, meaning they're more of an investment. Why? Because they have better glass and they're fully multi-coated. The previous binoculars were just fully coated, meaning that surface and this surface. This binocular has full coatings on every piece of glass that light passes through. What does that do for you? It gives you brighter, sharper, crisper images. That's what you want. It's sort of counterintuitive that things on the surface of the glass will make it brighter. You'd think it would cut down the light, but it enhances the light, sharpens the light, and those proprietary coatings really give you a bright, bright view. The difference is astounding. But again, you know, if you've not ever done binoculars before, it's always good to not go in super expensive on it. Find out that you love using them and that you're going to use them for birding or sports watching or whatever, and you're going to really get some enjoyment out of them. That's when you want to start talking about moving up. So these binoculars are fully coated. They're also waterproof. Why are they waterproof? Because all the air has been removed and replaced by either nitrogen or argon. Both are dry, inert gases. They force all the air out. The air takes all the moisture with them. They seal them up. They have O-rings so no air can get inside. And if no air can get inside, no moisture can get inside as well, meaning they're not going to fog up inside. Sure, I can fog these up on the outside right now by going, and there's fog on that eyepiece, but it's going to go away. But if you get a lot of fog or dew on it, that's okay. It's not going to get inside the binocular and ruin your binocular. These are the Alpen Wings 8x34 binocular. Comes with eyepiece cover right here. I never put the neck straps on because it makes them harder to pack up, so I just don't do it. End caps to keep the end caps on are just on rings around the ends. Right there, always handy to cover them up. Comes with this nice storage bag. Comes with a lens cleaning pin. And as I said, a neck strap, but I don't have the neck strap in here. And a really nice carrying case, double zipper, nylon, and the hook and loop flip over with a nice shoulder carry strap. I've got it shortened up so it's just a handle. It also has a little pouch right here so you can slip it through the belt and carry it like a holster on your hip. So you always got them in half, can whip them out real quick when you're hiking or whatever and see a bird. Now moving along to, let's see what these are. I'm not sure which ones I grabbed. Oh yes, the Alpen Teton binoculars. Now this is a top of the line binocular, a really, really awesome set of binoculars. Take the end caps off, take the tops off. This is the Teton 8x42, 8 power eyepieces, 42 millimeter objective lenses. They're over as the featured item right now in the carousel. These are an investment in binoculars. If you're looking for a really home run pair of binoculars, this is your pair. These, go out and compare them with the ED glass and the Abbe prism. We'll talk about ED glass and Abbe prism in a minute. Go compare these to other brands. These are not cheapened out. These are priced competitively and making them an affordable binocular for anyone who wants to have an investment in those binoculars. So ED glass, extra low dispersion glass. It's high quality glass that's formulated to and designed to not cause light scatter or diffraction. That ED glass makes these extremely bright, extremely sharp, and extremely crisp. The Abbe prism is a specially designed prism with long sides that allows the light to reflect in a really great way. And I could draw a diagram for you on my green screen back here. There's no green screen back here. I could draw a diagram for you about why. I've studied and looked it up, and it causes the reflections to be really good and sharp and crisp in those prisms. And there's prisms in here. Why? Because if this was just a telescope, when you looked in the eyepieces, everything would be upside down. Well, that doesn't work for eyepiece binoculars real well. But binoculars are right side up. Why are they right side up? Because there's a prism in here that flips it right side up and keeps it oriented correctly, so it's just like you're looking with your eyes. All of these binoculars have a prism in them. These have roof prisms as opposed to the poro prisms where the binoculars come out and have that jag in them. Fine pair of binoculars right here. Paul's got some B-roll of these binoculars. You gonna roll it, Paul? Sir? He's coming. So you look through these. Oh, we got a comment. Oh, get my glasses on. I can sort of read it, but easier. Hi, Kent. These 8x34s are perfect for sailing boats, sailing and boating, and whale watching out in the ocean. Egon Reich, that's true. You know, binoculars, this is a birding show, but they're great for anything you want to reach out and look at. Whaling, sailboating, whale watching. You know, if you like backpacking and looking at stuff across the valley, any outdoor use you're going to have, and any of these binoculars I'm talking about are going to fit that bill. What's nice about those 8x34s that Egon was talking about, those 8x34s offer a nice compact design, but a lot of light gathering capacity and the nice power. Compared to these, this is a heavy pair, magnesium body, but they're heavy glass. It's got that ED, extra low dispersion glass, proprietary coatings, fully coated, not fully coated, fully multi-coated, and they got that fantastic Abbey prism inside. All those things working together to create an astoundingly sharp, bright, crisp image. Now, Paul tells the story. He was getting ready to shoot this video. He was shooting video and it got too dark to film. He got a pair of these binoculars, picked them up, was up in Wisconsin with our pro staff director, Rick White. And Iowa, not Wisconsin, and looked out into the woods just to see what he could see and was flabbergasted by how bright they were in relationship to the darkness that was descending upon them at the end of the day. So, Paul, you got that video? Not found the video yet. He's got so many videos. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack, which can be done, but you have to design the right kind of machine to do it. Mythbusters proved that, if they proved anything. One of my favorite shows was Mythbusters because they challenged you to think and found really cool, creative ways to do it, and they blew stuff up. So, no, Paul? Nope.
I don't know, my computer.
His computer is arguing with him, does not want to run. Right before the show, it started running, it crashed, and it was running really slow and weird. So we're going to move on to another, our final object over here. You can pick up these in the carousel right now. Great priced here on Amazon Live. Pick them up so you can have an investment in your binoculars. Now, I don't have the neck strap with me, didn't grab one. With all the higher binoculars from Alpen come with a neoprene neck strap. If you think back to the days when I was a kid, it was a real thin plastic one. My dad would go out birding and, you know, taking to football games and things like that. And those straps would dig into your neck. They're hot plastic. These are neoprene. They stay cool. They're soft on your neck, nice and wide, stretchy, anti-skid, so you have them on your shoulder. They don't just keep sliding off. That neck strap is a great improvement over what I had when I was growing up. So, switching off to, and I didn't grab a monopod. That's all right. This is the Alpen Apex, 20 power to 60 power, meaning it's a zoom spotting scope. It has an objective of a gigantic 80 millimeters right there. Look at that pretty piece of glass up front. This spotting scope comes with a extendable dew shield. It's not twist up, just slides up. You can twist it if you want to, doesn't matter. An extendable dew shield right there helps keep dew and glare off of the glass when you're using it. The zoom eyepiece is right here. It zooms from 20 power all the way up to a 60 power. Now think about it. We were talking about the binoculars had 8 and 10 power. This starts out at 20 power and goes up to 60 power. With a spotting scope, you get a whole lot of magnification, which means you can see small things a lot farther away. Comes with standard cups on both ends. Twist-up eye cup, just like the binoculars. Didn't talk about the twist-up eye cups. Twist-up eye cup to help with your eye relief. And a coarse focus knob and a fine focus, so you can get it into absolutely sharp, tack sharp focus, no matter how far out what you're looking at is. Now, on the bottom, there is a hole right here that has a 1/4 to 20 threading in it, meaning you can attach this to any tripod that has standard 1/4 to 20 threading. That's basically most or all of North America. On a tripod, you can handhold these, but the reality is you really don't want to. There's the video running now. And you can just see that beautiful piece of glass there. Nice, pristine. This is an investment in your hobby right here. If you've never had a spotting scope and looked through one, you owe it to yourself to do it. Go check them out and look how far out. Sir?
Great choice for
there we go.
even if you want thinking about astronomy.
Oh, it's a little telescope. It's a right image up, a little telescope. Has a nice 45-degree angle to it. So if you're going to put it on a monopod and look overhead, the eyepiece is still easy to get to. It's not, down here like this where you have to look up. And even in astronomy, you never look overhead because it's hard for any of your mounts to go directly overhead. Great for astronomy, great for bird watching if you're a hunter. Great for that as well. All sorts of options for this. This ring right here, if it's mounted on top of a tripod, you can turn this and get it at a more comfortable angle for you. Like if you're sitting on a table or sitting on the ground with a tripod, you can be here and not have it in front of you, but yet look over here and scope out what's out there and what you're looking at trying to find. So this is the Alpen Apex 20 power to 60 power zoom spotting scope. Has a fantastic piece of glass up here, 80 millimeters in diameter, bringing in massive amount of light, squishing it down and focusing it on your eye. One of the things I like about this spotting scope comes with a nylon carrying case. The nylon carrying case allows you to use it even in the carry case, and here's how you do that. Goes in the carry case, unzip it all the way, so it makes it easy. I like to do it the hard way. Love to struggle, force myself to struggle. There we go. Got it up here in the front. Now I'm going to zip it up. And we can keep it stored like this, keep it clean, but if we need to use it real quick, this end unzips. There's a little slot right here where you can put the tripod connector to it. Unzip it, pull off the eye cover, and you're ready to start using your spotting scope. So it's a waterproof spotting scope. It's fully purged, fully multi-coated, but you still don't want to let it get caught in a downpour if you can help it. Won't hurt any, but take care of your stuff, right? If you have it here, you can simply zip it up and it's protected better from the elements. This is the Alpen Apex 20 to 60 by 80 spotting scope. And with that, folks, we're going to wrap up the show. Thanks for watching here on Amazon Live. We appreciate it very much, and out there on the social media feed. Thank you for sharing your time with us. We do this because we love the interaction with our customers. It's a one-to-one relationship, and we appreciate it very much. I'll be back tomorrow with Focus on Astrophotography at 3 o'clock, and we shall see what I have in store for that show. Might have some pictures if we get a chance to do some stacking tomorrow. Don't know if we're going to or not. But anyway, on behalf of Paul Newton over the control room and Noah Menard, who is hard at work over in the marketplace, we'll see if he waves high or he has his earbuds in. Oh, he's waved high. He said, "Hi, everybody. I'm Kent Martz. For everybody else here at Explore Scientific, thanks for watching. We will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye."
You